I love seeing a kingdom take form, everything from implementing new techniques to building huge castles. This all falls under the subgenre Kingdom Building, and today I'm here to give you 10 amazing manga on this subgenre. If this is something you're interested on, definitely stay around to watch them. If this video helps you out, or if you simply want to help, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe if you're a fan of anime, manga or manhwa content. Without further delay, let's get into it. Number 10 comes with From Leveling Up the Hero to Leveling Up a Nation. With the hero's party having grown past the need for his training skills, the protagonist finds himself sacked. Because of the cash severance pay, he is granted dominion over the territory of Tokumo. However, his new domain may be hiding a shocking secret. To give you a little more, of the main character has an ability that lets other people grow stronger. What he doesn't know, and soon finds out, is that his ability is not only limited to people. Now, this is an amazing series that I really wish had a more faster update rate. The main character is not dense or dumb, he's actually quite smart and is willing to listen to other people's opinions. I really like how they are setting up the kingdom building, so I definitely recommend you jumping first on this one and giving it a chance. In number 9 we have Heroic Chronicles of the Three Continents. Possessing memories of being born, raised and died in a country called Japan, the young boy Hercule was born in the imperial household of a declining empire. This empire that once was a superpower that reigned over the world is now a country nearing its end. The public finances are in bankruptcy, the military strength declining to the point that barbarians are able to wreak havoc on their territories, and the neighboring countries squeeze the empire for tribute payments every year. And the young Hercule is forced to take over this empire. Thus, the 12-year-old Hercule ascends to the throne. Using the knowledge from his previous life, Hercule struggles to rebuild the empire. Now, from this you can probably make some assumptions, but I'll correct them. The main character doesn't really have memories from his past life, just knowledge in general. This is a great manga to read, even though some of the side characters appear really dumb at times. Overall, it's very nice to see the main character implement modern things into an older civilization, so definitely check this one out. Number 8 comes with The King of the Cave Will Live a Paradise Life. Hill, the prince of the kingdom of Sampharis, was born with the unfortunate crest of Cave King. Because of this crest, he was relegated to being the lord of a remote island by his father, the king. Of course, there was no people there, no trees or plants. It was an island with just a single cave. However, the moment that Hill picked up the pickaxe inside of the Cave King crest was activated. Its effects was specializing in mining, allowing you to efficiently mine all kinds of ores. So, the main character is born with a mark, just like everyone else. But his mark is useless and nobody knows what it is. He's exiled and finds out that his mark is King of the Cave. Now, the reason why I find this manga so good, it's because the kingdom building is not the normal humans, but monsters, which makes for an extremely unique plotline that I think most of you will enjoy. Give it a check and let me know in the comments what you think. In number 7 we have the NPCs in this village sim game must be real. The main character is 30 years old, with no job and a share in life. His mundane days and nights are suddenly interrupted when he receives a copy of The Village of Faith, an experimental game with graphics like nothing's ever seen before. In the game, he takes on the role of guardian deity who watches over the people of a new village. But he finds that the game characters are so intelligent, reactive and human that it starts wondering if they could be real people somehow. Through his connection to their strangely vivid lives, he begins to discover the brightness that had been missing from his own existence. This is a new manga that I came across recently, and thank God for that, because this is a hidden gem. Everything, the art, character development, side characters, everything is perfect, at least for me. It's a unique concept that I haven't seen before, and I truly fell in love with this work. If nothing else on this list, please at least read this one. Number 6 comes with The Population of the Frontier Owners Starts with 0. Diaz fulfilled his parents' will to help others, and kept fighting on the battlefield to that end. Now known as a savior hero from his long wartime career, he was rewarded with a vast territory from the king. After having met the Orn Kinji girl Aruna, who lives there, he begins his new slow life as a lord. Now this is more of a chilled story, some romance on the side and some comedy. I think that's all really I can say. What's different from this story is the feeling of peace and being comfortable. The story is really nice and keeps you hooked with the amazing kingdom building, definitely something you should not miss out on. In number 5 we have I won 4 billion in a lottery but I went to another world. The main character was selected as the winner on a lottery that he bought on a whim and received 4 billion yen. To evade hyenas that smelled the scent of his money, he took refuge at the whole residence that had been handed down from generation to generation in his family. When he was investigating the place that would become his shelter, he stumbled on a certain room where it was possible to go into and back from another world. The culture and technology level of that world was relatively low. At that world, he would find his true value as a person. This is another great read. The main character finds a secret door, and the difference between this and other manga is that the main character can openly return and go back whenever he wants to, and even bring items from the other world. Obviously you see where this is going. He's rich and he can bring items. So he decides to help the village he stumbles upon. From the interaction between the characters to their reactions to modern technology, this is something I truly enjoyed and that I recommend each and every one of you to read. Number 4 comes with Different World Foundation. A hero is reincarnated in a different world. He gathers together orphans and starts a farm. Over time, as more children arrive, the farm becomes a village, founding an orphan village in another world. The plot is quite simple, but I think that's what the author was aiming for. If you start reading the story right now, you'll notice that it's quite cliché, but once you get over that initial stage, the manga gets better and better. Much like the other works on this list, it implements new techniques from Earth, but the thing that I like the most is that the main character has the gift of the king, which makes whoever swears loyalty to him become stronger and more intelligent. Without a doubt, a nice work, so give it a chance. In number 3 you have The Ideal Sponsor Life. One day the main character, an average salary man, has an out-of-this-world experience. Literally. He's pulled from Earth and dragged to another world where magic thrives and a gorgeous, powerful queen needs a consort. Now he's being pressured to marry their very same monarch and help her bear a child. Will he accept his life of lazy, luxurious love at the cost of leaving his own behind? Now this one is a bit hard to get around to without giving spoilers. Let's just get out of the way that this is not what you expect. There's no harem or extreme ecchi stuff, which actually surprised me a lot considering the cover and the plot. It's not something I really mind, but normally on Kingdom Building that's not what I want the story to focus on. And overall this work does a very good job on everything. For example, the reason for him to be summoned to their worlds is not the typical cliché one. With all that said, I fell in love with this work and I'm sure you will too. Number 2 comes with The Abandoned Reincarnation Sage. The main character was once a great sage with the powers of reincarnation, but all lives must pass, so did his. He reincarnated with his memories but was suddenly abandoned as a newborn child. Luckily for him, he was adopted by the nearby goblin tribe, but this moment of kindness may mean more for both the goblins and him than either of them know. Much like number 8, I love the fact that the kingdom he's building is not for humans, but for monsters. It makes the whole story much more appealing to me, at least. Now, another thing that I liked and that you can count on is the fact that this main character is absolutely overpowered. As mentioned, before he died he was a great sage, so that was to be expected. If you want some nice action, an overpowered main character, and really good kingdom building, this is the work for you. And in number 1 we have Farming Life in Another World. After the main character dies of a serious illness, God brings him back to life, gives his health and youth back, and sends him to a fantasy world of his choice. In order to enjoy his second shot, God bestows upon him the almighty farming tool. Watch as he digs, chops and plows in another world in his laid-back farming fantasy. Now there's a couple of things about this manga. It starts off nice with pets and farming and building a kingdom, but in later chapters, like around 100, there's too much harem and ecchi which ruined it for me. The kingdom building is still great, but it's still overshadowed by the rest. The pace of the story is quite fast, but still very nice. I'm recommending it because even though I might not enjoy the recent chapters, I still have plenty of good times reading it, so maybe you'll have them too. Now, if you are more into isekai instead of Kingdom Building, you can click on this video and you can have 10 amazing manga. If not, you can watch my recent video, which is also pretty good. If this video helps you in any way, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to activate the bell so you don't miss any video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.